Hello everyone! Today I want to show you how to make light blouse. I think it's the time for us to start making more complicated items. This is the fabric I'm going to make the blouse of. It's very light, 50% silk and 50% cotton. The fabric is very nice. It will fold down beautifully. I put the fabric aside for now. Let's start making a pattern. First, let's have a look at the sketch. This is the blouse I'm going to make, the front and the back. The length of the blouse on the front is 75 centimeters. At least I want it to be 75 centimeters long. Maybe it will be 73 or 72 or even 70 centimeters long. I also need to add 5 centimeters for a Novacast. Altogether, the pattern should be 80 centimeters long. Here will be a raglan sleeve. You can decorate the sleeves with the cuffs or however you like. I like the sleeves to be wide and loose. The sleeve will be 50 centimeters long. What is interesting about this blouse is that there is a placket with the small buttons on the front. This stand collar will be a bit different from the one in the classical shirts. The length from the shoulder to this undercut is 43 centimeters. There will be 4 pin tacks on each side on the placket under the undercut. The pin tacks will be 5 mm wide. I've already showed you how to make them. They will be about 7 centimeters long, and then they will turn into the folds. I'll need to add 4 centimeters to the fitting ease on each side. There will also be 6 pin tacks on the back, so I'll need to add 6 centimeters. They will also create very beautiful folds. This is a regular stand collar. The most interesting thing about this blouse is that there are 2 layers of fabric in this part of the bodice. These 2 details are double layered. There's just 1 layer in the other details. I don't want my bra to be seen through the blouse. This is my basic pattern made using my 10 measurement system. My body doesn't change, so the pattern doesn't change either. I remind you that the basic pattern is not a pattern for any particular item. Let's start working. First of all, I want to deepen the armhole for about 1 centimeter. Maybe a bit more. You can't make an armhole wider, but you can make it deeper. This line was transferred from my basic pattern, and this is a new one. This is the sleeve. I've also transferred from the basic pattern and made it on the needed length. I also want to deepen the sleeve a bit. Today I'll show you how to make a raglan sleeve once again. I cut some off the back. Be very attentive. And I cut just a bit more off the front. The shape of the sleeve shouldn't change. It's not hard to deepen the sleeve. Don't be afraid to do it. It will be much easier to tack it in if you do it. The armhole should be round. If you change the armhole, change the sleeve too. I've made the sleeve and the armhole deeper, and now I can move on to the neckline. I want to cut 1 centimeter off the shoulder and 5 mm off here. On the other side too. I don't want a collar to stuck on my neck. Now I'll draw an undercut. It will be 43 centimeters down from the shoulder. Basically, the waist will be raised a bit. Down from the undercut, the blouse will be wide and with beautiful folds. I remind you that there will be no undercut on the back. I'll sign all the needed lines. Center front, waistline, waistline, center back. There are 2.5 centimeters in between the center front and the edge of the placket. I need 7 millimeters for a seam, so the placket will be 1.7 centimeters wide. I don't add anything here because 2.5 centimeters are enough. I'll write it down. Let's design this part. I want the slit to be 5 centimeters wide, so I need to cut 2.5 centimeters off the center front. I'd better cut 2 centimeters. I draw a neckline this way. If I want it to be deeper, I'll cut more. The placket will go this way. It will be straight first, then along the neckline, and then it will turn into a stand collar. Don't be afraid of designing. Take the basic pattern and learn how to adjust it to different items and designs. I remind you once again that the basic pattern is not a pattern for any particular item. You can see that the center back is curved, but I don't need it to be. There won't even be a seam on the back. I'll make this line straight. I'll put the center back on the fold of the fabric and add 3 centimeters for the pin tucks. I'll show you everything. I'm cutting the pattern out. The only thing left to do is to design the raglan sleeve. This part will be doubled. I'll show you what to do with it later. We'll need to move the tuck first. Alright, this is the back, this is the front, this is the sleeve. I want the sleeves to be wide. Today I've made the pattern for this item. I want to make a light blouse with the raglan sleeves, pin tucks and the placket. You can watch the video about the raglan sleeves, which I've already showed you. It will be very useful. That's all for today. In the next video, I'll show you how to make a raglan sleeve. Be different and beautiful. My name is Paukštė Irina. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.